Valentine's Day edition live stream, okay? And specifically dealing this time around with twin flames. Now, if that doesn't tickle your fancy, that's cool. Check out another live stream message or a message of any kind that you'll find located on the channel. And hopefully something there will resonate. I'm sure you can find a little something if I do say so myself. But irregardless, much love and light to you, and happy Valentine's Day to those who are celebrating, whether you got a Valentine or not, all right? And so I'm mindful that not everybody has a Valentine, right, for the day, for the holiday purposes, etc. And so that's okay too. You can hop on a live stream with your girl and we can have a fun time nonetheless, right? Right. And we can talk about all kinds of things. And this time around, we're speaking twin flames, okay? But I do have some tricks up my sleeve. Not really. I'm just watch later, okay? It's going to be fun, or maybe even just funny, all right? When you see what all we're cooking up here on the channel later, all right, because this will not be the last live stream for the day, all right? So my gift to you, and basically you're a gift to me. So I'm here with the free yes or no readings, same as always, you guys. For those that are not sure, maybe you weren't certain you heard it right a time or two before, but every live stream I come on here and I give you your free tarot reading. Please check the description box so that you are privy to that information as to how to obtain that, so that we can kind of keep it easy breezy and get you served, all right, without all the side notes about please and thank you reading the description box below regarding those live stream rules for your free tarot reading. All right, so we're talking twin flames. Maybe it doesn't resonate for you. I'm mindful of that. So while I will go on ahead and ring the bell, for those that know what to do, you may do so now and pop your question on in. 222 could hella high-key be of some significance, if I do say so myself, but I know the cards. All right, I've gone ahead and pulled ahead regarding the twin flame. But let's see here, Raymond, regarding Fabi. All right, you guys, you got to be mindful to keep your own worth about yourselves, right? Because if the divine sees you over-focusing a little too much on somebody, placing a little bit too much importance on something even, right? Not even a body, okay? They're going to teach you perhaps in harsher ways than you'd like, right? For not having learned the lesson maybe the first 3 times or 13 or however many it may be, okay, regarding, hey, you first though, because as long as you're serving you first, as long as you're loving you first, as long as you're demure, dare I say, and mindful of you first, you're really not going to fumble the ball regarding anyone or anything that's for you and not against you. Those are the key words as well, not against you, okay? Some people mask up as if they're for us. They never were, never will be, right? So as you focus more on self, all right, you get to learn more about some other people that maybe don't have a rightful position in your court, as it were, even if under you or under your authority, should they have access, right? But regarding Fabi, we do have a yes specifically coming out, referable to the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is hella intuitive. So Fabi, like most queens, dare I say high priestesses, is being guided, all right, maybe like you're being guided, Raymond, makes sense, to continue to maybe lick proverbial wounds here from whatever already happened, to learn more about self and grow a little more so that what happened doesn't again happen once you come back together, all right? There's decisions to be made and there's clarity to be gained on both sides of the fence here, Raymond and Fabi. All right, love and light to you both. All right, I'm speaking in spirit, of course, to Fabi. All right, so ABH, love and light to you. Let's see about Miguel's feelings. All right. I'm getting yes, interestingly enough. This person, their energy is coming out as King of Pentacles, hear me out, and wish fulfillment energy with the Nine of Pentacles, basically describing their viewpoint, at least at that point of the path, right? Regarding you. This still could be the case. Here's the switch about the King of Pentacles. They're great in the boardroom, maybe even in the bedroom, right? But regarding actual matters of the heart and expression of same, they come up short a lot, right? That's why a lot of times King of Pentacles energies, their gift giving is part and parcel of their love language, right? So not that you're being called into materialism, but perhaps you could look back at least at that point of the path here. Now, energy's fluid, right? So we're talking about, were his feelings ever genuine, right? Did the words ever match truth regarding feelings? And so you do have your yes here, okay? If you'd like to learn more, of course, book a session. I'd be honored to read for you. And I'll leave it at that. Much love and light to you, honey bun. You and Miguel, all right? If you are owed an apology of sorts, okay, chances are that that could come around in time, but you're really being guided to learn more about yourself, understand what makes you tick, what you will and will not tolerate in any connection, especially a caring one, especially a loving one, right? Not even necessarily sticking solely with the ideation of a relationship or a connectionship with that individual. Makes sense? All right. You're very welcome, ABH, of course, of course. Love and light, Chelsea Daly. Welcome back. Yeah, that's what I got for you, ABH. Let's see, Chelsea, regarding Chuck Gibson. So, you know, you come on and you ask that question a lot, and I've been really speaking to my my guidance team about because what I don't want to do is come on here and word curse and be like, yeah, so and so's cursed, especially when I have no intention of cursing. Why should I, right? I do have a yes, and I'll leave it at that. But I really think that these people should know, just as well as the yes versus the no, that any kind of magic, intentionally or unintentionally, same deal with evil eye, you guys, and listen up, all right, doesn't have to affect you unless you acquiesce to it. And you go, oh my God, I'm scared. The card said yes. Maybe it's a test for you to not give your power away. Chuck, Gibson, anybody, Chelsea, right? Because otherwise you're kind of playing dummy games, and then you're damn sure going to receive the dummy prize. I don't want that for you. I can't make you not want that for you, but you should not want the dummy prize, babe. And Chuck or Gibson. Just saying. Because so what? So what if multiple covens come against you? And I mean, you're either trusting that the divine backs you, right? Or you're feeling guilty about some shit you did, perhaps, right? Fix it. Either way, you are in charge too, in spite of the bippity boppity and or the boo. Okay? That's the cheat code. So I don't think it's wise that people come on here and ask, hey, is so-and-so cursed? Because why would you curse somebody by asking them to acquiesce to the fuck shit? Which I will no longer be participating in that, because spiritually, I don't stand for that, okay? So ask a better question next time, right? How about ask, are they protected? How about now, right? For confirmation of what is the truth, okay? Unless you're really some op out there on the, you know, horrible side of karma because you're actually on demon time, right? Makes sense? Because I'm no longer going to come on here, guys, and say yes, no, amen, or anything towards anyone being cursed. All right. So now that we know better, we can continue to do great. Makes sense? And I say that with the utmost respect, love, and light. All right. And that's just all there is to that. Okay. I really wish you all the best. Much love and light. Okay. But who cares if someone has your name in a jar with graveyard dirt? Who cares if somebody is doing a love spell, a beauty spell on you? Does it have to work? Does it have to affect you? Do you have to be in that same vibrational frequency, performing out the same fuck shit? Maybe you want to go through that and live that kind of life. I don't. I won't. People try it all the time. Are you kidding? I have names. And, okay, so again, just one of those learning lessons, right? For all of us, we're all somewhere on the path, all right? And I really mean that in love and light. I really do. I care about the collective. I'm very, very protective over my collective, okay? Call me Mama Bear if you gotta. It is what it is. I love and light my collective, and I mean it when I say that, okay? And so sometimes, you know, when we learn better ways to do things, or when we learn we should not do things, then, you know, so be it. And that's part and parcel of the path, okay? So let's get into this twin flame method. I don't think I have, let me just double check, let me triple check. Okay, I think we're caught up. We're caught up on the questions, okay? And if you're saying absolutely, you know, twin flames is not your thing, click off, but find another message on the channel. There's one waiting for you. All right. Love and light, Geet. Happy Valentine's Day. So we're going to talk about twin flames here for a bit. All right. Which side do you want to start with? Divine feminine or divine masculine? Anyone would like to participate and chime in here? You can do so in the comments. In the meantime, I'm going to tell you the overarching energy regarding the twin flame connection, okay? Which is pretty interesting and pretty telling of where we're going to be heading, or where current energies are at least, okay? Now be mindful, collective energy is fluid, all right? So, you know, it's good to check, okay? What's not good is if you're over checking, because then, my God, how would the seed ever sprout roots and stay rooted long enough to break through the surface of that soil? Makes sense. I just saw 1212 on the timer. And if I do say so myself, you guys look up those angel numbers, would ya? They really help round out the message. And it definitely speaks to wish fulfillment. It definitely is easily reduced down to Ascended Master number 33 as well, okay? So that's a lot going on, but it's making sense for twin flame type of ish. Makes sense? Oh, so good to see you, Geet, as always. Definitely. Oh my gosh, your energy is beautiful. And so is your soul, if I do say so myself. I have the best collective, hands down. Nobody's telling me anything else, okay? It just would not be the truth. So I'm very, very grateful to be able to say that, because you guys do a lot of work in order for me to be able to say that. And I'm not unmindful of that. So thank you, because again, the work that you do for yourselves, all right, it translates out into the collective consciousness, and maybe even, dare I say, beyond, okay? You guys, your lives matter. Your shadow work matters. Your heart space matters. All right. And you loving yourselves first matters so, 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 so much. I promise. Okay. But let's get on with this message. So for the, I feel like I need some more light here all of a sudden. Hold on one second here. And I'm like, why is that not turning on? What do you mean? Maybe this one will. Hold on. There we go. So the overarching message, you guys, for those that aren't aware, when I do my twin flame readings, and I have not done one in forever, forgive me, healing, learning, and growing my own soul, okay? All right? Just being honest, not asking for you to, you know, take pity on me, just saying, okay? And I'm very mindful that, you know, I don't want to be infusing my own energy into the readings, all right? My personality, maybe. My energy, not so much, okay, right? But the overarching energy for the collective grouping of individuals, okay, that are understanding they are definitely well underway of what is termed the twin flame journey. And that's what we're talking about tonight, okay? Be mindful, we're going to be doing some sexy tarot later and all signs readings, so stay tuned to the channel if this isn't floating your boat. I got you later, all right? Mean it. No, let me stop. But anyway, let me not start something I can't finish, right? Collective. Okay, let me stop. But we have I am evaluation, I am master creation, and I am authority of Maybe somebody's authority of, like, right? Another M word, but I'm trying to say manifestation, not that herbation one, right? Okay, but hey, it came out. All right. Okay, it's somebody's something. And we have overall still dealing with the overarching energy, you guys, for the twins. Could be some significance to the number 5-5 as well as 6-6, which also reduces to 11-11, interestingly enough, clearing karma. Love and light, Dorella. Love and light, hugs, pugs, kisses. Love and light, Zero Youth. Oh, you guys are fun tonight. Ooh, I love it. So I always, collective, for those that don't know, with the twin flame reading, I check over the overarching energy, right? As well as divine masculine and divine feminine, okay? Just to tie it all in together, because it's really important, you guys, to see the mirror. Maybe you don't see it as clearly. Maybe you're very emotional about the mirror, right? You need to just have somebody break it down in terms that don't deal with your anxieties about it all. Makes sense? Okay, I'm very well. Thank you, Zero Youth. And I hope, and I'm claiming, you're at least that, right? You guys are amazing. Could be some significance to 1010, I'm also hearing to say. All right. Somebody could be a mother, doesn't have to be the case as well. All right. And continue on with the overarching energy for the collective twin flame message this evening. We do have the silver waterfall. All right. Going on over to the rainbow reviver. We're going to talk more about that in a few. There could be some significance to LGBTQ plus community vibes. Does not have to be the case. But really what's going on, honey bun, whether you're guy, girl, what have you, whether you subscribe simply and solely as divine masculine and or divine feminine. All right, your manifestation about all of that, okay, could be some significance to the number 8, could be seeing 8s, is that you finally, I really just want to, it's not even a judgment, I just want to say like, finally, right, made it even past the 8, where it's still able to perhaps move from side to side and be shifty on over into compatibility. Just is what it is. Same vibrational frequency. It's giving, it's a match. Okay. And for those that really didn't know, but I feel like everybody here does, this is the goal because it's part and parcel of the key to the blueprint that you and this person have been templated with to birth out into this incarnation. This is big shit. All right. This isn't even talking simply and solely about smashing ass or riding off into the sunset or having a Valentine or having an piece of arm candy. This is like blueprint, divine agenda, like divine right and rule and order, like what you came to do and be. Right. And so, of course, this compatibility is a must. Okay. Because whoever I'm speaking to and whoever I'm speaking to, you know, those especially resonating as part and parcel of the 144,000, the twin flame collective. Okay. You understand that you came here to be big stuff, right? Before I was finished up with the cards, okay, I know we're not on the sexy tarot yet, but I heard somebody here has like BDE, right? Like, okay, like whether you're a guy, girl, what have you. I mean, this is given like Mr. Big Stuff. Who do you think you are, Mr. Big Stuff? Right? Like, I mean, it's like you and or this person chills on this, walk in the room, and everybody has to, they feel it. They feel your presence and have to see it. Because they're like, what the? They don't even know what they're thinking. They're just looking. All right. So you and this person, you already know about that lifestyle where you get stared at up and down, left and right. Okay. And it may not even be stares of like hubba hubba. It might be stares of fucking confusion. Like, what is that? You know, and you're all like, I'm shopping for groceries. Right? Like stranger things have happened, right? And you're just getting looks like as if you're the one lambasted across a movie screen in a film that most assuredly would have to be probably part and parcel of the horror genre, right? Because otherwise, why are their mouths gaping open? Why are the eyes widening so, right? And really, you're literally just grocery shopping. I get it, all right? But it's your big stuff. You got the big D energy, whether you're a guy, girl, what have you, honey. And of course, that's part and parcel of the divine strategy. You've been templated and blueprinted with. Okay. So we're going to be talking about the fact that compatibility looms here, but I'm mindful of your time. I'm mindful of the day, or the night, I should say. Okay, so go on ahead, collective, and pop in those questions as you please. All right, if you haven't already done so for this live stream. Now, for those that are saying, gosh, I wish I could ask another one, I get it, and you can later on another live stream. Okay, because this is not going to be the end of our night together. I'm so serious. All right, so let's see, Raymond. So you get, you know what it is? You get one per live stream here, honey bun. I want to make sure, because I really thought, yeah. So Raymond, here's the sitch, okay? And I say this with love. If you care about Fabi, right? Hear me out, babe. Hear me. And I'm loving and lighting the fuck out of you when I say this. Please do not come for me. Raymond, if you care about Fabi, all right, you got to care more about what you got going on. Ask another question. You know what I mean? Now, here's the sitch, you guys. Seriously, it's one and done per live stream. Okay. And Raymond, you did have a crack at asking about Fabi for this live stream. All right. It's not me calling you out, just explaining. Okay. And of course, Raymond, come back when you see me go live again tonight. Like, it's happening as soon as I get off here. All right. And get myself together again. All right. Mama needs to, you know, fix her face and stuff. Makes sense. But I'm coming back. All right. All I'm saying, babe, is I challenge you in the meantime to have the audacity to be demure about you and ask something about you for a change. All right. Because you got plenty of other live streams to ask about Fabi, of course. Right. And you have free will to ask about Fabi during the very next live stream as well. I'm not here to be some sort of tyrant on a soapbox. I'm just loving and lighting you, trying my damnedest to guide you towards your manifestation, which could damn sure be inclusive of Fabi loving and lighting you too, in some more sensual ways, perhaps, right? It's worth it, worth the sacrifice of choosing you more so that Fabi knows what the deal is when Fabi comes back around, to choose you. It's literally a spiritual law and principle I'm really trying to dumb down and fast track you through here, honey bun, because we're on a live. But I say it with love and light, okay? I say it because it works. Makes sense. So there's that. And I get it. You know, Fabi most likely must be at least a very high level hierarchy soulmate, because there's a lot of passion and a lot of pull there. And you guys, be mindful, the divine is the ultimate strategist. They'll use our pockets, right? Like our money, our resources, our time, our effort, blood, sweat, tears, and the people we care about, right? The most to help us learn lessons about our self-worth. Okay. And all I'm saying is please learn them so that you don't have to learn them harder or more harshly later. Okay. Ask me how I know. You don't want to be that one. All right. And not on my watch. Okay. So there's that. So hopefully you understand my heart and passion in that. All right. Okay. No. I don't want you to be sorry at all, Raymond. I really don't. There's absolutely no need to be sorry. Gosh, aren't the energies that you can just easily go outside and find harsh enough, right? Why should you be sorry about something that you just didn't know? And once you know, you're good, right? All is good. All is well. 7-7. There's that 7-7, you guys. I think we were talking about during the last live stream. I'm looking at on my screen. So Dorella, please and thank you. And I need you to know, I really appreciate you coming on. I really enjoy your energy. What I really also want to appreciate about you, Dorella, is you looking at the live stream rules, okay, located in the description box below every single video on this channel. But hear me out, Dorella. Even if you don't want to do that, you can check on the community board and scroll down a bit, okay? And I had posted the live stream rules there a few days back, okay? I haven't really been posting on there so much, so it shouldn't be too long of a scroll, Dorella, if you don't want to go through checking the description box, okay? And it's going to be, if you're going through the description box, you guys, you're going to have to scroll past my song that's streaming on all major platforms and past any kind of payment information, all right, to get to the live stream rules. And I did that so you guys could actually be caught up with all the information that I'm, all too eager to share with you guys about your girl, right? After all, I'm reading your cards. Makes sense you should know a little bit more about, or a little something about me, huh? But I digress. Check the description box, okay, so that you can get your free readings. I'm rooting for you guys to find that freaking description box and the live stream rules, as well as for you guys to follow them, because it's so important here. And I really appreciate you guys for doing that. Love and light, Yasara. If you have a question, you can pop it in because the bell has rung. Otherwise, you guys, we're going to head on over. Since let me triple check here, because I don't think anybody even said divine anything, let alone feminine or masculine. I think, let's see here. Who? So I guess I get to pick, right? Oh, yeah, sorry, you have what? What did you have, babe? You put a question in? I don't see you, honey bun. Maybe YouTube. And that's the other thing, you guys. Okay, now I see you, Yasara. I was going to say, you guys, another thing is we've been having this lovely trend. For whatever reason, YouTube picks like a random individual to be like, no, everybody but that person can ask a question. I need you guys to know it's not me, right? It's not my moderators. I don't know what it is, or I would have even tried to contact YouTube about it, right? If that happens, you guys, just try to reword the question, or maybe even speak in code and let me know you're speaking in code so I can understand, because sometimes, you guys, I think the software, and it gets kind of wonky at the beginning of every year, I guess, with upgrades on firewall technology, etc. And I don't know if it's simply and solely on YouTube's end or what, but it just seems like, you know, maybe there's a word or some sort of I just don't know. And it just will filter you right out. And I won't even have awareness of that. Okay. It's not even like I get notified. So, you know, that if that's happening to you guys where you're like, what the hell? I've been popping my question in, nobody's saying anything about it. It might be that we're not seeing it. And so maybe ask it differently. Okay. Okay, let's see. Yasara and Dorella. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Yay. Dorella, you made my night, babe. I'm not even messing with you. Like, thank you. Okay. Like, I'm so excited. Here we go. See, now I'm feeling good. I like this energy. All right, so we're gonna see Yasara, and then we had Dorella. Okay. Oh no, Dorella, did you delete? See, what the heck just happened? Because Dorella, I don't see, you popped it in, right? Like I said, we had Yasara and then Dorella. And I don't see you anymore, babe. So can you, Dorella, I see you, Yasara, okay? But Dorella, can you pop your question back in the way that you last entered it? Because that was the correct way, right? Because I don't see you anymore, babe. And I know I didn't delete anybody out of this chat. So if you're still with me, honey bun, I'm not trying to play games with you, I promise. I don't know what happened. Okay, I see you now, Dorella. Okay, thank you, sweetheart. Now let me get to Yasara before I forget and skip over Yasara, because I don't want to skip over anybody. All right. Oh, you have your exam today, Yasara? Oh, I'm looking at that Three of Cups, which gives celebration. But let's see here. Let's see what other kind of yes card wants to come out, right, Yasara? Yes for Yasara, I'm sure. All right, let's see. Okay, so 10 of Wands indicating right now energy, yes. Okay, and I'm just getting, because this no flew out first, indicating healing, I'm getting that after today, you're really not going to second guess yourself in any kind of examination from here on out. You're going to actually have that confidence. It's like you're being awarded confidence through this win, right? This win regarding knowledge, studies, okay? And this could lead to some big pentacles, some big money on the other side of that, Yasara, so don't you dare give up, okay? Congratulations, Yasara. All right, thank you, Dorella, babe. I see you reposted. Let's see here about Tony. Okay, let me see here. Tony in March for Dorella. Okay. All right, Dorella. So you might be concerned because maybe there is some kind of damage control needed between you and Tony, right? There could be some heartbreak energy. Maybe you're not currently talking. Either way, this person's holding on to you. I'm getting that you know that, but what you're uncertain of is, will there be a new path, like a leveling up in this connection? And it's giving yes, okay? Because when this person thinks of you, they think, hubby, wifey material. They think you're a catch. They think everything that makes you amazing about you. Okay. So that's what I have for you, Dorella. And interestingly enough, they're coming out in the King of Wands energy, which is extremely passionate. Okay. Whether, this is not romance or not, you're definitely going to be considered high value, as it were. Okay. That's what I have for you, Dorella. 11 light to you and Tony. You're very welcome, Yasara. Thanks for your patience on that. I was like, wait a minute. I was getting ready to go in. I'm like, we lost Dorella. Like, wait, no man left behind. I was all over the place there. My goodness. All right, we got it straightened out. Okay, that's what matters. Okay. So we talked about overarching energies, but what I forgot to mention regarding the overarching energy for the Twin Flame Collective is that somebody, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say it was Divine Masculine. Don't fault me for that, but you'll see in the cards why also I would say that. And I'm going to say it's the Divine Masculine that really had some level measure or leg up in movement referable to Kundalini energy. All right, rising. So that's really significant for ascension. Makes sense. Okay. And so as we know, mostly, but for those that don't, for those in the back, no, let me stop. The Divine Feminine, irregardless of what meat suit you got here, we're talking energy. Okay. The Divine Feminine basically usually is tapped in a little bit deeper, at least firstly, right? And over time, patriarchy has made it seem like perhaps it should be suggested the other way around, such to the point where the tarot Hierophant card is supposedly, I almost said supposedly, and I don't really speak like that. That's so funny. Is supposedly higher than the High Priestess. Now, I digress, because I understand the sentiment. I don't necessarily stand for it, because again, Divine Feminine. I mean, even in the days of Yeshua, okay, most call him Jesus. All right. Mary has been quoted as basically instilling some wisdom into Yeshua. So that's saying a lot. All right. And here's the thing. If Yeshua was grounded enough, was emotionally mature enough to receive that, it's kind of hot, right? Ugh, like, you know what I mean? Like, he just let Mary teach him stuff while he had stuff to teach too. Gosh, sounds like twin flames, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, but I digress. Let's talk about the Divine Masculine first, okay? So, as I usually do with my twin flame readings with this deck, whatever deck it is, I don't even know the name of it. I don't even know, okay? There could be some significance to the entertainment industry. Does not have to be the case, but I will release this part and then just kind of like set it to the side. There is some significance perhaps to someone being an actor and or a producer. This could be part and parcel of the duo, the dynamic of, your blueprinted power couple. Maybe you have ties to the industry, the entertainment industry. All right. Doesn't have to be the case, but Divine Masculine, okay, when they look to the Divine Feminine in these current energies, okay, again, it's a general collective message, but the message stands because I'm not manipulating these cards. This came out. I am Master Power. So they see you, Divine Feminine, operating in your divinity. All right, unapologetically. Maybe you've had a new start or two or three. And even in spite of that, finding things out, perhaps, right, all on your own. Not really on your own, but according to their viewpoint and according to the 3D vantage point, okay? maybe you haven't actually found another lover yet, even on top of it. But irregardless, there is glow up energy upon you, all right, undeniably. When they look at themselves, okay, the card came out, I am authority of production. This masculine energy seems to be honing in on the fact that divine feminines don't need, they may want. Keyword may at this point, okay? Because whoever I'm reading for, I'm reading for you because you're in separation. I apologize if I forgot to mention that part. This is twin flame separation, okay? If they're sitting next to you, this probably ain't gonna, you know what I mean? You shouldn't also click off and enjoy them, right? I would. Like, you know what I mean? But anyways, this person is really coming into this passionate decision that I want to come in like the valiant knight and actually provide for this person. All right. Now, there's some anxiety. I say that tongue in cheek because this person is also fearful and worried because they realize they've made an error in their ways when they shat upon the connection. Okay. Maybe they didn't believe at all. Makes sense. And again, going back to divine feminine being tapped in, as brave as ever, charting unknown waters and unknown territory alone. Okay. In spite of masculine, who is to protect and serve to some degree, right? As well as provide, okay? In spite of their lack of awareness of that, in spite of their presence, in spite of their servitude, in spite of their protection, in spite of their love, okay? So this is actually putting them in their head a bit, okay? And when I look into like current energies regarding darker aspects, right? I'm just getting a lot of anxiety on the part of the divine masculine. When I check into the divine feminine, I just get a lot of, dare I say, groundedness, okay? With genuine care and concern, which is different than, being all up in arms, as it were, with a lot of swords, mental space, okay? A lot of internal chatter, all right? That's really not allowing them to maintain right and proper footing to actually come in. Yet they want to be that valiant knight, okay? And I do have a message pulled from them. But first, I want to be mindful of their overall general energy. And again, we're still speaking on the divine masculine. Well, looky here, High Priest. Okay. All right. You know what I mean? Because that's what you, High Priestess, have been waiting for. Oh, you found your throne. Yay. Right? Okay. But this person still, hear me out, divine feminine, we're still on the divine masculine side, coming out indicating, I just need some time to give more in our relationship. All right. Now, why is that? Because again, going back to, I am authority of production. It doesn't even say master. I just realized that. It says, I am authority of production. So they have received this divinely guided inspiration. I'll say it that way, because some of you, your man's having dreams one day laying it down. They're having prophetic visions one day driving on the highway. They're hearing songs that are speaking directly to their soul about you, right? They're going through it. And you can just stamp a generic word like karma on that, all right? Makes sense. Putting them into their thoughts, though, as well as their feelings, which does come out, okay, in their message. This person, all right, who still is saying, I need more time. Some of you, it's been years, and you're just like, yeah, that's what they always say. Stop doing that, though, because you're co-creating the process by saying, yes, universe, they always say that. Okay, so then universe goes, yeah, they do. Then your person goes, yep, says it again. And then you wonder why. Right? Don't be that one, because then don't wonder why, if that's you being that one. Make sense? Okay, divine feminine. This person understands, this is a fated connection or love story. It's giving Once Upon a Time. Maybe there's some significance to that television show. Once Upon a Time could be some significance to Disney or its characters. Doesn't have to be the case, you guys. Could be some significance to Twilight. That's also almost giving, with this person with this I am authority of production, producer, right? Aside from, again, that pesky energy of the entertainment business, I kind of can't get around, but I wasn't trying to talk about it, but here we are talking about it. They understand that they've got to come in and set the record straight. And they also understand, just as importantly, divine femmes, that they want to do that, not just that they should. All right, again, going back to the current energy being high priest. And what else is on the card of the high priest here? Referable to current energies of divine masculine? Huh, there's a few nines on there, huh? Well, nines speak to what? The ability to have the capability to self-sabotage. Yes, but what else? New beginnings. And so you could be seeing nines as well as eights in synchronicity of this current change, dare I say, current energies. All right. Now, here's the sitch, though. And again, this is why the hesitancy. I need more time. All right. You're thinking it's about your looks. Why? I mean, stop hating you. Love that, whatever you thought it was, so that they can come in and confirm that it was lovable all the whole time anyhow. Make sense, divine femme? Okay, you gotta be ready. Okay, you gotta stay ready so you don't have to waste time getting ready when this person's actually in front of you. And you have to actively work through the emotions, the trigger, right? Or the fear. Okay. This person could have taken a financial hit. Again, you could stamp karma on there, like generic tag word as to why, but of course there's a whole host of reasons depending on who all I'm reading for and talking about. Makes sense? All right, this person could have had a sex addiction, could have taken some of their money too. Strippers walk off with wallets sometimes, I hear. I mean, I don't know personally, but and this person could have also always been putting on a show for you, like, yeah, no, I'm Mr. Moneybags. No, I got that. I got the bag. I know right where it is and I know what's in it. And I'm putting more in it right now. All this talk, right? But when you think back, maybe you didn't see so much evidence of that. And maybe you couldn't even get a word in edgewise because this person wouldn't allow for you to actually ruminate long enough over what they were saying. They were trying to control and they were trying to manipulate the situation and, dare I say, the conversation so that they could perhaps get one over on you. Again, sex addiction comes to mind. Could be some significance to red lipstick. This person could definitely have, dabbled in some lifestyle activities. Okay. I'm not even here talking about LGBTQ plus. Could be of some significance. Doesn't have to be. But again, going back to that industry vibes, just saying. All right. I like the nightlife. I like the boogie. Right? It's like, they were out there in them streets and maybe in the sheets, and maybe the sheets got a little messy sometimes, right? Whether they were putting the lipstick on or not. Okay. Tantric sex, you would know this person because their sex is, right? They know how to work all of that because sex addiction, okay, for whoever I'm reading for regarding these divine masculines, all right. And it makes sense because they get tried so often because a lot of people, irregardless of them being a man, woman, what have you, people have their energy checked a lot, right? Just for people to see, oh, who am I dealing with? Oh, what can I get out of them? How spiritually wealthy is this person? And of course, divine masculines are walking around literally divinity in meat suits. Makes sense. Those meat suits can fall prey to some weakness. All right. And you can't judge because what if you never had a sex addiction, but you had a sugar addiction? It's the same fucking thing. Maybe different aspects to the consequences. But an addiction is an addiction, right? Just like a sin is a sin, as it were, right? And so, it's best not to judge. Use that energy towards healing, all right? Your own shit, Okay, if you're looking at your twin and you want to be all da 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 because your twin don't got this, does have that, ain't this, won't ever be, then same deal for you, honey bun. So check the mirror before you wreck yourself. You should check yourself. Just saying, okay? Not to bring, Ice Cube into the mix or anything, but just saying, could be some significance to rap music. Okay, doesn't have to be the case. But again, whoever I'm speaking to, you guys are definitely in separation, and you wonder. 4440 was just on the timer and it's now 4444. You wonder, did the breakup, did the separation, did the energy pullback affect them? Well, this card's indicating shattered, broken, and fucked up. Okay, so again, karma, oh my god, it got worse. Falling apart. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, excuse me. I'll read the rest, Spirit. Into pieces. All right. So high key significance on affected divine feminines. Those wondering about divine masculines. Okay. Don't get so caught up in having them being affected the prize because they're you anyhow. Right? There's no separation as far as the entity, the energy. All right. Maybe you got two different meat suits, but it's the same oversoul. Makes sense? Okay. So emotional intelligence. Oh, you know how sexy that is. God damn, bro. I swear to God. If you have emotional intelligence, please understand. Whew, that's hot. Okay. And divine feminines. All right. The real divine feminines out there, not the ones pretending, not the karmics. Okay, we love emotional intelligence. All right, man o' day. Okay, it's like pheromones. Just saying. Okay, and that's going part and parcel, or tying quite nicely into this high priest energy. All right, they realize they made bad choices. Okay, I love that this card says bad choices and not wrong choices, right? You can choose any which way to learn a lesson as long as you learn in it. Okay. Now here's the guidance. So you shouldn't want to learn it the hardest way and the harshest way, always and in always, every single freaking time, should you know? That's not so loving. It's not even the smartest way that you could utilize your free will. Just saying. Okay. They are damn sure in their feelings. Okay, so we got shattered. We got damn near broke, busted, and disgusted coming out for this individual, these individuals. Okay. And this is all on the strength of them intending to, keyword intending, break a contract. All right. Now, for some, this is also telling of a recent divorce. Those that resonate with your twin flame walking off with another, maybe even in the most formal and the most horrific aspects of audacity that they could have done, right? And they want you to know they're watching you, okay? So the rest of their message, I'm going to just go ahead and, since they're really, it's like if this person is not known to actually be somebody that wants to talk about things, especially feelings, or just even like, maybe you've got some questions, or maybe, you want to talk about some harsher energies. And in the past, they were like, yeah, no, right. No way. That's not happening. Right? This person seems to, in this current energy, when they get ready, actually come in and be available and, let's not forget, emotionally intelligent. I wish that you guys would make a meme out of that one, so that instead of the guy that gets to always say emotional damage, right? It would just be me going emotionally intelligent, right? Or emotional intelligence, right? And we could spread that around, right? Because who wants to be damaged? As funny as that meme is, just saying. All right. But I digress. Okay. This person is saying, I think about your lips. So there could be high key some significance to that red lipstick. Just saying. All right. I made a wish and you appeared. So this person is letting you know. If you thought it was you, your ass, your smile, your intellect, that was getting in the way of this connection, that was not good enough. You've got to really learn the lesson that you're amazing, and you're going to have to learn that, honey bun, divine feminine, or however you subscribe, in order for this person to come in, okay? Because otherwise, y'all ain't going to be equally yoked all over again. And you know what that cycle does to your heart space, okay? So again, just love on you a little bit more, honey bun, so that this person can come in and do it right this time, right? They're saying, I will come forward to you in time. All right. So divine masculine saying, hey, I will get there. This person is very connected to you. Want to know why I say that? It's because I've gone ahead and pulled the cards, right? And there is some heavy aspects of telepathy. I'm speaking to individuals who know how to, my guides are giving me like a faucet, like an outdoor water faucet, right? Like you connect the hose up and you can either go, or you can go whoosh, 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 right? It's like, irregardless of how much you hold back or flood your energy into theirs or with theirs, or however most aptly stated, there's always an ability for them to receive it, to feel it, okay? So they're feeling you, yes, but at times they're also hearing you inside of you thinking, again, you guys are the same soul. Makes sense? This isn't no other half, better half shit. All right. It's really important to know that. So you're not actually pining over somebody who's you, acting like you don't have access to you when you do. And again, going back to that telepathy, it's a thing. All right. This person's saying, trust me, because they know that you're grappling with struggling to keep hope, dare I say, faith alive, that this person will actually speak up, that this person will actually hold themselves accountable, that this person will actually grow. And look at this. Spiritual maturity is coming out in the love reading cards, or whatever. The love reading cards oracle. All right. On the side of who? Divine masculine. Gone are the days where we're going to talk about this so much on the divine feminine energy side, right? And it's not a contest. It's just, a way to construct the ideation of the frequency and vibration and how it's matching up. Okay, this is not a tit for tat. It's not for anyone to second guess their worth. My goodness, so don't do that. All right, but we are talking about it because it came out on the divine masculine side, along with sexuality. All right, and the yin and yang card. All right, specifically indicating that this person was distorted in their previous moon cycles and energy. All right. This person previously, before this current dispensation, this current aspect of the path, was not of a mature mind, was not at inner peace. How could they come and serve you and provide and be your authority of anything, let alone of production, right? If they're not of a sound mind, if they're not of a sound heart, if they don't understand how to properly value their own worth, how dare they come towards a divine feminine energy, high priestess, empress, queen of cups or not, right? And try to really pull the wool over your eyes. That ain't a thing. Again, going back to high priestess, right? This person is mature now. They are not any longer distorted, or they will not be able to be when they come in under that divine timing. Okay. And again, this person very well could have had a sex addiction. They maybe needed to understand that, sex has nothing to do with love and vice versa. Or maybe they understood that and thought, that's well and good. I never need the love anyhow. I'll just fuck all day and night. It's fine. Right. And the divine's like, yeah, that's a toxic after effect of trauma, sexual or not, where you're trying to, in the most toxic and still fucking codependent ways, remain in charge, when you're not in charge in that kind of energy of yourself or anyone. All right. And so this person, these people, these divine masculines had a lot of room to grow, right? But it seems like they're closing the gap, because we're talking about 9-9, and we're talking about I'm trying to say simultaneously the energy of the high priestess, but excuse me, the high priest. But there is some significance to this spiritual maturity, dare I say sexual maturity, right? Like, it's like, okay, is there a need to fling that all the way around, or shouldn't you rope it in a bit and use it lovingly, perhaps? Just an idea, right? And so this person is saying, I was silly to let you go, probably because to this day you're the one that loved them the most deeply, the most passionately, the most authentically. You didn't have to lie to them about shit. And they'll never know what that's like outside of you, and they're realizing that. It's a bitter sweet pill, because again, they're all up in arms, overthinking. They're in their fear and worry aspects when they think about their error of their ways long enough, okay, regarding fumbling you in this connection. But they understand, because the divine does still have grace for this individual, as well as the connection, that you and they are divine magnets. So now what? Because game ain't over after all. Story isn't over yet. Makes sense? They're saying, give me time. I want to take care of you, right? But they took some karmic hits, inclusive of their pentacles. Maybe some karmic female, stripper or not, literally walked off with their wallet, right? Maybe on the other side of that divorce, they got nothing, okay? Karma, right? And we all have free will to understand all aspects of karma. So it's not funny. It's not, being judgy. I have to describe this when I'm getting through the Akashic as well as the channeling as matter-of-factly as possible. So sorry if it hurts to hear the truth, right? But, it hurts to hear the truth sometimes. Makes sense, okay? They're saying, I see you everywhere. Karma, okay? They're saying, I need space right now, though, to heal. But I know our love is real. They're saying, interestingly enough, I want to hold you in my arms. But they won't be able to do so until they have the right, proper measure, amount of healing. Okay, this person's saying, I am healing. Really, no worries with that, because the divine is not saying to you or anyone revolving around this connection that the prerequisite, and thank goodness for this, is not that you have to wholly heal. How would you? You're still here. Makes sense? So take that kind of pressure off. You don't have to be sitting there chewing your fingernails going, oh my God, I have to heal 1,010%. Bobby Joe has to heal 1,010%. When will we get there? That's not the pressure that the divine's placing on you and or the connection. Please don't be that one. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and ring the bell, since we have pretty much bulldozed through the divine masculine side of things, and we will be heading on over into the divine feminine in just a short few. Okay. Love and Light Jonathan. Love and Light Kenora. I love that name. Love and Light Intuitive Soul Angel. Welcome, welcome. Love and light to you guys. I need you to please and thank you read the description box, okay, babies? At the bottom of the box, okay? So you got to scroll past your girls' music section and the links for the payment and all of that, right? And you're going to see in all caps live stream rules. Please forgive me. I would gladly pop them into the chat box if I were able to. But because I'm using a cellular device to live stream you guys, YouTube doesn't allow the creator to have any kind of capability to enter into the chat box. So if you guys really, for whatever reason, can't find the description box, right? Hear me out. If you go on over to the community page of the channel and scroll down just a few short posts, right? I took and kind of like entered a screenshot of that box that has to deal with the live stream rules, just to make it easier for folks, because I know some people are saying, I don't even know what you mean by a box, honey, right? I get it. But I do need you to follow along with the live stream rules to make it more orderly. Long story short, I'm very excited, very much so, to read your cards, of course. So I'm rooting for you to find the rules. All right, so we can get this thing going. All right, much love and light to you, and welcome here. Now let's see. I do see 8 pink, love and light. I didn't see you sneak in the back there, babe. Let's see about your work crush. I hope so, right? Like, I don't know. Let's see. Sometimes I think something and then the cards are like, what? All right, so hold on. Let me find out the official way, right? It's a very relationship kind of vibes to this yes, don't you think, honey bun? All right, so that is yes for your work crush coming back around. All right. You know what I would say, A Pink, is definitely, if you haven't already watched, watch The Secret, you guys. It's free. It's on YouTube. It's an hour and a half of your time, right? As you do some of those exercises, like A Pink would envision seeing that person at work, envision what they were wearing, how, you know, if you're into makeup or accessories, you know, what all that might be. If you're into cologne, what's the cologne, you know, how are you feeling? But be mindful of how you want to feel. Don't say, oh, well, usually I feel like, you know, so high anxiety that I can't get my work. Don't envision that. Like, think big here, right? So that you can actually get your handle on some of those experiences that you desire. Yes, but you deserve. Makes sense, you guys? So manifest, manifest, manifest. All right. Okay, let's see here. Okay, let me see here, Geet, for your question, babe. Let me see. Because sometimes you guys, like I was saying earlier, sometimes, you know, YouTube will delete stuff and I have no idea. So, Geet, please check the description box. I think you were skipped over, babe, because you weren't playing along. You guys, I'm doing my part. You got to do your part too. All right. So check that description box. Or like I said, you guys, if you can't find the description box for whatever reason, I'm not here to judge. I'm here to help, right? So I have gone ahead and a few days back posted into the community aspect of the channel, in the posts there, a screenshot that you can click on and see a picture essentially of the live stream rules, if that makes sense. And you guys, I so am serious when I say this. I don't want anybody to apologize or feel sorry. I'm just guiding you. That's all. All right. No bad vibes. You know, I'm not going to sit here and give you permission to feel bad on my watch. All right. All I'm saying is follow along. Okay. And I'm going to try my best to do so too. Okay. So please, if I do skip over you, you know, say something. But if you know that I skipped over you and you didn't ever check the description box, or you don't know the live stream rules, then check those again, perhaps, right? If you feel like you checked and you're like, what the hell? Right. Check them again, babe. Okay. And happy Valentine's Day, you guys. All right. So we're going with the next in line, referable to who played along nicely. And we've got Kanura. All right. So let's see about Sybil. Oh. I'm just getting with the Five of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You guys could have had like a recent squabble, or maybe not so much meeting of the minds, or maybe there was somebody that got triggered. And so I do have yes cards. All right. I got 3 yes cards here, honey bun. So the answer is that. But I'm mindful to tell you what I'm getting from them. So with the Temperance card, the King of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles, it seems like this person had to kind of separate themselves to make a decision. And you could be saying, well, we didn't have like an official, like all out battle or brawl. There was some recent aspect, because this is literally my card for fuckery, the Five of Wands, right? It's standard textbook for conflict. Okay. So there was something in the recent past, perhaps, where something just didn't strike the right chord according to this individual. And they may be pulled back to get some better understanding, better guidance. Okay. I'm hearing also that your guides could have been chosen that part and parcel for them to come back in with a clearer mind, a clearer head, and actually make shit shake. Okay. So that's what I have for you. Kanura. I was like, wait, where did I go? Okay. So intuitive soul angel. Love and light to you, babe. Let's see. Okay. Let's see if they will, that's okay. You know, I don't want anybody to be sorry. Okay. Let's see here. If they're going to call you intuitive soul angel. All right. Okay. Oof. Babe, we got to know. But how okay is that? Okay. Because eventually, on the other side of moving on, and on the other side of oh fucking well, you win anyhow. All right. So what do? Act like a winner, because you are. All right. Irregardless of somebody's rejection, whether it's love, business, otherwise, it's always, not even sometimes, it's always your protection, and it's always for the best. Okay. Maybe even for the best of both parties, right? You're very welcome, A Pink. Let's see here, Jonathan, regarding your wife. Okay. Happy Valentine's Day, you guys. I know you guys are helping me celebrate, so I just again wanted to say thank you. All right, let's see here, Jonathan. So, is she mad at you? It's coming out maybe, right? Like all coy. Maybe she's shy. Maybe she's not quick to express her heart on her sleeve. Okay. But yeah, you did good. Okay. Jonathan, love and light to you and your wife, of course, and happy Valentine's Day. Let's see here. So Geet, could you please again check either the community page for the live stream rules, babe, so you can get your question answered, okay? I can really 1010% tell if someone's following the rules, right? So I'm not sure, you know, how else to say it. I feel like I'm sounding rude at this point because for me, it's kind of like pretty simple, you know. Either you are following the rules or you're not, right? I also kind of hate that I have to talk about rules so much because I feel like rules is a trigger word. Maybe that's part and parcel of the issue. Everybody goes, there's terms and conditions, right? All I'm saying is, okay, if you'd like you don't have to. If you'd like me to give you a free yes/no reading, I'm game. As long as you guys are following along according to the live stream rules. I'm so serious. I'm happy to do it. All right, I'm right here. Okay. So thank you for those that have been doing a bang up job. And there's been so many of you guys that have been checking that box, right? Maybe even double checking it to make sure you got it right, you understand. And I appreciate that. And thank you. All right. For the others, I really wish you the best on either following the live stream rules so that you can get your free reading and I can be honored enough to read your cards. Or, you know, either way, love and light. It's fine. Okay. I'm not here, you know, to be the big meanie, but I am here to assist all of us with maintaining some balance. All right. Some order. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. Because you guys, we're dealing with some serious stuff, right? We're dealing with divine agenda. It's best just to be on the same page with these things. All right. So thank you for those that understand my heart and passion in that. Understand I'm not here intending to even sound like, let alone be some sort of tyrant on a soapbox. Okay. All I'm saying is thank you for appreciating my time, my effort, my energy, as well as that of my guides, my spiritual guidance, my inner guidance, and otherwise. And I think that what we do allow ourselves to experience through the channel is phenomenal and amazing, if I do say so myself. But I say that because you guys are part of it. It's not just me here. I'm just the only one on the screen. All right. So it doesn't really work so well without you guys. I say that all the time. And I'm mindful to be mindful of your time as well by ringing the bell repeatedly. All I'm asking is for you to be mindful of my own as well. And please and thank you, follow the live stream rules. Otherwise, there's really no need to ask a question. I'm so sorry. Unless you're paying for a question on the live, that's going to be $5.55. If you'd like to donate, go on ahead. All right. Let me know and I will get you on the live stream at the end with your personal reading. I don't know whatever else I could offer up in compromise to anyone. Okay. And I'm okay with that. I'm also going to preventative maintenance check every now and again. No worries, right? It's not like I make a decision one time and then it's automatic gospel written in stone for another 12 years or something, right? But I am mindful to protect my collective and their time and their schedule. And so order is necessary in order for me to assist you guys with doing that, as well as assist you guys with assisting me to give you the free readings. Okay, so thank you so much. And I want to lastly make sure that I haven't skipped over anyone. You're very welcome, Intuitive Soul Angel. And we're going to go head on over into the Divine Feminine aspect and close out your reading, okay? So again, we're talking twin flames. Makes sense we're talking about Divine Feminine. And on the Divine Feminine's aspect, okay, we have some eights. We've already talked about them briefly. But eights do speak to being in the direct will and alignment of source energy. There's that divine agenda. Cannot get around. Must be in your soul contract. Makes sense? All right. And this card indicates one with self. So again, showing up on the divine feminine side, the divine feminine, is really not the one playing catch up here. Not that it's a contest. I'm just trying to verbally explain some spiritual shit. Makes sense? And so it just is what it is. This divine feminine grouping collective, right, has found ways to maintain a high vibrational frequency in spite of any fuck shit coming from world affairs, all right, work, home, place, environments, and or the twin flame journey and the separation that has seemingly been ensuing. Okay, excuse me. Divine feminine is definitely in the midst of transmuting and alchemizing some darker energies. And be mindful, divine femmes, as well as divine masculines, you guys share the same chakral system. You don't have duplicates. Going back to that non-severability, just like you and Source. Makes sense? Big shit. This life is far more spiritual, all right, than maybe a lot of people are realizing. I have to say maybe, because if I do say so myself, it seems like there's a mass awakening, even as I speak this out. Just saying. Did you notice? All right. But I digress. Okay. Now, divine feminines. Okay. I asked Spirit, I said, okay, how did the divine feminine see the divine masculine, right? And I get it. You guys have been through, a lot, and you've been waiting perhaps years, right? And this says, I am negative. You're viewing the masculine in a negative light, perhaps. Okay. And we got to talk about it. This is not judgment. Okay. This is also part and parcel why you have not heard a twin flame reading from love in an official capacity for quite some time. Okay. Because divine feminines have really, understood what it's like to live the lifestyle of being that of the epitome of shining brightly. Could be some significance to sunshine, okay, whether that's a literal sense. I know we had a lot of sun today, or maybe somebody's nickname for someone, perhaps, right? But this I am negative, okay? You understand that you're the light, so of course when you look to the left, when you look to the right, it's darkness, blah, blah, blah. You're kind of tired of that fact, though, right? I'm looking at 1, 1, 1, 1, and 6 was still on the timer. New beginnings. Love and light, Prayera. I'm going to ring the bell in just a few short moments, I promise. Okay, so just hold on and welcome love and light. Okay. So again, continuing on with the divine feminine's aspect, I asked, well, how does divine feminine see divine feminine, right? How do you see yourselves here? I love this for you. I am balance. Okay. This is giving Archangel Michael vibes, but you know what this is making me think of, quite frankly, collective? A few days ago, right, in whatever umpteen live streams we had, okay, I was mentioning basically how it was interesting in whatever reading it was, forgive me, I can't recall, how Archangel Michael showed up in hell. Literally wielding the sword upright as ever, and it's kind of giving that kind of vibes as well. So you could know and love Archangel Michael a lot, kind of giving an understatement, right? And or maybe I'm just channeling that energy referable from Archangel Michael to yourselves, okay, in case you wondered. All right, so maybe take some solace in that, because you definitely do have angelic realm assistance, but Mike alone is a pretty heavy hitter. You know what I'm saying? It only takes one of those angels to close the mouths of several lions, all right, and unalive a whole mass grouping of individuals. Just one. Just say it, all right. And so divine feminines might be here working out some aspects of forgiveness. You know what's frustrating about that, though, divine feminine? And I'm going to speak it out just so you really feel heard. Because I feel like some other readers don't do a well enough job at that, and it can kind of come off a little judgy or just a little disjointed. Not that I'm ever going to mention any names, and not that I even have a harder mind to do, right? But again, this goes back to me being protective of my own collective, okay? You definitely need to be graceful about yourselves, still needing to clear out or close out, excuse me, the cycle of unforgiveness, okay? Because here's the kicker. You've been forgiving. You've been patient repeatedly. Even at times what felt like against your own will, when you're like, nah, right? You're doing the shadow work. Maybe you've been following quite nicely every step of the way here with us, right? And you're saying, well, the channeling came through like this. I've got to put my coach hat on. I've got to try again. All right. And that's still part and parcel of this. And there's no shame in that game. This is serious stuff. So you damn sure should be really willing to put your coach hat on, especially for yourselves, Divine Feminine Collective. All right. At this point. Okay. Because that's what's going to bode you well. That's what's going to allow this manifestation to come in. And dare I say, that's what's going to assist with the Kundalini energy continuing to rise in your newly made high priest. Again, same chakra system. Okay, so there's that, right? So forgive yourself for the times that, you know, you knew better, you didn't necessarily do better in spite of the knowledge. Forgive yourselves every time you succumb to fear. How about now? Like, will they ever come back? You know, whole time you have them because you are them. You're just operating more than one cell phone or electronic device or electrically charged avatar or meat suit. Makes sense? There's electricity in these bodies, okay? You can think of them as a device because they're another form of vessel, just the same. Makes sense? All right? Again, this life is far more spiritual. All right. So now that you're caught up on that, give yourselves the capacity, all right? Give yourselves the permission to forgive. And of course, same deal for this person who's also you. So we're still talking about forgiveness of self. I hope somebody's getting this, but I digress. Maturity is coming out on your side as well. So you maybe have been a divine high priestess who understood that you were a higher minded individual. Yes, and you are, okay? Understood that you carry a higher emotional intelligence than most, and you do, okay? But there was still some level, measure, and leg of maturity that this person triggered you into, that your higher self, singular, you know, called this aspect of your soul into having a conscious awareness of. Why would that be? So you could operate at higher levels of existence, higher levels of maturity, emotional intelligence, and beyond, right? So that you could come here with good footing to do what you came to do, which is bigger than yourselves. That's why you're part and parcel of the twin flame mission, right? Makes sense now? Okay. And some of you, you need to also extend that forgiveness to your parents, all right? And part and parcel of reparenting your own selves. Understanding that your parents, okay, in that moment, in those moments, regardless of how abusive or not, you know, were trying their best. Okay, you may say, putting lit cigarette butts out onto my skin is not doing your best. As triggering as that is, okay, that's somebody's story out there, referable to a parent. Could you believe it, right? Well, I can, because chosen ones, divine beings, go through a whole host of horrific aspects of this life, inclusive of abuse, inclusive of triggers and traumas. All right. And so, you know, you've got to really understand that though that's not something that should ever be in your storybook. Number one, it's not the end of it. Okay. And number two, you have the amount of anything, whether I'm speaking of courage, strength, adaptability, and or divinity within you to overcome this. Now, why? To make you a stronger, perhaps more enlightened individual. Why? Because you are part and parcel of the 144,000 chosen ones who are part and parcel of the new earth energy. Makes sense that you shouldn't be the weakest link. Makes sense that you aren't. So you should no longer really rock with that ideation that you are weakness of any kind. Because in order to do that, you're simultaneously believing just that about the divinity that backs you, the divinity that is within you, as well as the divinity upon you. Most call it the anointing. Be mindful of that spiritual self-sabotage that you could utilize your free will to operate out of and execute, but it is not to be the case. And you are in charge of whether or not you choose to decide to self-sabotage or to simply grow and be that enlightened being you came to be. Okay? So, divine feminine, your overarching energy, and specifically divine feminine, you got the divine feminine card, okay, in case you wondered, that's you, honey bun, okay, whether guy, girl, what have you. You are in this energy of, quote, trying to find my way back to you, this counterpart, right? But no, look at the card. It says trying to find my way back to you. I gather, even if it's just starting right now, Divine Femmes, you're trying to wrap your head around, no pun intended, the fact that this person is you. Maybe you're still, after several years even, trying to wrap your head around that fact, okay? And again, this will come with maturity, okay? This will come with you understanding that this life is far more spiritual than you might realize. And of course, there's a soul contract here. And you've got a soul contract referable to many other beings and souls during this incarnation, all right? And also as a whole, even outside of this realm or dimension, okay. And so when we talk about a soul contract, I mean, it is pretty normal, par for the course of existence, especially in this realm, okay. Especially being that this is one of the most emotionally charged, emotionally filled types of realms, all right. Interestingly enough, that's kind of the reasoning behind why a lot of souls really, in their own ways, fight to get here. Not everybody comes to Earth. Okay. And so you're here with, great abilities to do great things supernaturally, yes. But this compatibility is what was necessary to get and keep this connection off the ground, such that the silver waterfall, and you guys in tarot land, all right, I lovingly term it, water deals with emotions, high key, right? We're talking waterfall, silver waterfall. Could be some significance to silver. Maybe somebody only ever wears silver jewelry. Doesn't have to be the case. Or somebody could don a certain silver chain. This divine masculine even. Okay, doesn't have to be the case, right? And again, there is some significance to LGBTQ plus community. Okay, as well. But this is part and parcel of reviving this connection, reviving the waterfall of passion. All right. Reigniting the twin flame into a brighter, lighter state of consciousness. It's giving sun energy. There could be some significance to ancient Egyptian civilization. And there also could be some high key significance specifically to the sun god Ra. All right. I get it, Divine Femmes. You're tired. Tired of the drama. Okay? You're just like, I don't even really want to watch the twin flame readings anymore because they kind of seem stuck on repeat. This person knows what they need to do and they never do it. Watch that toxic chatter, whether you're speaking that out or not. Gosh, I hope not. But please don't think it either, okay? Because that is part and parcel of you producing drama for yourselves. Maybe unintentionally, but now that you know better, you can do better, right? Because you kind of going tit for tat, all right, produces some sort of deadly combo that actions out against the connection and not for it. Though you're telling yourselves the whole time, I'm ready, I'm standing up for the connection, but energy don't lie. Okay, and the universe uses energy as damn near currency for anything, inclusive of information, not words. Why would it use words when there's so many languages? Why would it use words when energy don't lie? People do. Words can, right? So you might also be, with this person, you having a viewpoint of them being toxic. You might view them coming back around and you guys trying to do one more time might be a deadly combo, right? It's like maybe you're just losing hope as to whether or not you guys could even be compatible, all right? You're thinking this person is a sneaky snake. Perhaps this person was caught two-timing, whether on you or with you, right? Or whether with you on you. But this person, you're saying, in a perfect world, we could start over, right? But you're damn sure not willing to start over for more of the fuck shit, okay? You don't want stealth mode. You don't want sneaky deaky, right? You don't want community D, Okay. Regardless of its size, if it's being shared, where's the wealth, right? If it's being shared, gosh, might get to a question like, where's the health? All right. And so you're looking at this person, Divine Femmes, as having produced some sort of tangled web you want no parts of, perhaps. But yet, because you have not fully let go, this is why you're still here, right? You're still keeping hope alive in the back of your subconscious, perhaps, even, right? Of holding on to the possibility of a possibility that you guys could make shit shake after all. I see you putting some of those photos on the social media platforms, all right? Being that tease, maybe trying to show that you are alone, okay? Maybe trying to show that this person who may have some things that they don't like about you, you're wanting to show them, well, the feeling's mutual, right? Let's not make it. Natasha Bedingfield is coming to mind, as well as the Jordan Sparks song, Battlefield, right? That could be a song of significance, okay? But you're like, I'm done with the toxicity. This is a vicious cycle I want to end. If it's ever going to be that we start anything over, it should never be that cycle that we've already gone through, okay? And your higher self aspect here, Divine Feminine, okay? Isn't it interesting how I can pull from the higher self, even though it's this individual's higher self, but it's the Divine Feminine aspect? Makes sense, okay? That we're dealing with right now. We have a mission together. So you understand about that templated that blueprint, as it were, that already came through the channeling. You understand about the soul contract. All right. I know. I feel you. I hear you. I get it. Okay. You're saying, I feel what you're going through physically here. Divine masculine. All right. So divine masculine, femmes are feeling it in their bones. All right. If you're using that manifestation tool that starts with the most ginormous O you could ever imagine, they're feeling that whether day or night. Okay. And that could be very well what has been going on in recent energies, Divine Feminine, I'm hearing to say, as well as, with you pulling your energy back and you really trying to move forward and move on. I'm getting that you pulled your energy back to the point where, there was a time you really weren't feeling all of that kind of activity, and now here it is again, kind of thing. All right, I get it. Divine Femmes are wanting their Divine Masculines to know at their root they do love you. Right? They're saying, Divine Masculine, you're never alone. And you realize, Divine Femmes, that the masculines have taught you a good deal as well, about who you are, about what you will and will not tolerate in a connection. All right. And at their core, because energy don't lie, that your masculines, Divine Feminines, do love you. You're saying to them, I know you love me. All right. You're saying to them, you are my future. You're saying to them, let me be there for you. You're saying, I will hear you out. Those that are, so worried about you being in that Ice Queen or Queen of Swords type of energy. You're trying, to energetically, maybe even verbally, okay, those watching platforms and stuff, to let these individuals know, Divine Masculines, all right, this is not an abort mission type of situation. This is all systems go. All right. You're saying, Divine Masculine, I am your Divine Feminine and I'm ready for you. All right. Because again, you've done so much work, and that does lead into that frustration when we do hit that point about, you still needing to forgive. All right. But you can do it. All right. And you deserve to do it because it frees you from, again, the fuck shit, the lower density vibes and emotions. Makes sense? And you're saying to your Divine Masculines, Divine Femmes, I love you and I always will. That's just a fact. It's not a threat, Divine Masculines. It's not a setup for failure. Divine Masculines, you should know your Divine Feminines still are driven wild by you, and not just in the toxic sense, like, oh gosh, I could unalive you right now with my eyes, right? No, not that. They're saying, I get it, I rushed you. You told me that, you know, you weren't ready, you weren't capable, you didn't feel enough, you know, whatever, what all ever, you know, is part and parcel of your history together here, divine feminines and masculines, right? And the divine feminines want you to know, divine masculines, I'm sorry I rushed you, okay? So here's the sitch, though. Divine feminines are hella intuitive. All right. How would you this is the energy, right? It's not necessarily the mindset, it's damn sure not the case, right? But just imagine that you told a 6-year-old, right? Hey, I have Willy Wonka's golden ticket plus tickets to Disney World, right? But here's the thing, don't tell anybody about it, so that we can make sure we get there. You're going to have to wait to speak on this at least 6 months to a year. Okay, little buddy? It's not, you know, like that's a lot, right? Divine Femmes probably needed to work through some of that aspect of understanding what it was, all right? Because it's not like Divine Feminines come out their mamas knowing, I'm a twin flame, right? I mean, that'd be weird. I mean, of all the weird videos I've watched in my life, I didn't come across that one. Just saying. Okay. So, you know, divine femmes could have rushed into their divine masculine. Listen, I found this out. God told me this. I had this vision, right? And it just comes across kind of crazy to a 3D sex addicted masculine. Makes sense? It's like, so you want me to give up this tangible 3D weighty lifestyle, maybe even seedy lifestyle with the red lipstick stains on the sheets and ish, right? For something that is a lifestyle built on, you know, supernatural and spiritual shit I can't see or touch, right? Again, a lot of faith was asked of somebody who may have been faithless at the time. Sounds like divine strategy to me. Ooh, right? And so you got to be mindful at some point in the path. You said, divine, use me. You said, divine, I am willing. All right. So you got to come into the matrix, as it were, and basically make shit shake with this person who was maybe a hard case. If we're talking stubbornness and if we're talking accountability, right? Okay. So now that you're caught up to you being the spiritual badass that you are, and were the whole time, let's continue on. Divine feminines, your divine masculine, divine masculines, your divine feminine, I want you to know you're always on their mind. All right. And you're still to this day saying, listen, I checked tried and true. We're twin flames. Cannot get around it. You tried, even, right? I get it. And you're saying, I am here and I love you. Hold me and never let me go. And it's interesting because the divine masculines are coming out as, I want to hold you in my arms. And you're coming out as, hold me and never let me go. And you're telling them, divine masculines, do not be afraid. All right. Do not be afraid to approach it. All right. So I think that is what we had referable to the divine feminine energy. Okay. Oh, no, hold on. Referable to the overarching energies. Okay. Again, we did start out with that Kundalini rising. All right, basically. And it's continuing on. Here's some other 8s. All right. And we have a 33 or 3s here on this other part. Higher conscious awareness. What did I say? Ascension. Kundalini rising. All right. You and they, which are basically you and you, are raising your vibrational frequency. Again, why? To enter into compatibility mode so that your full aspect of manifestation referable to this connection and all you'll do with it can come in. All right. And you're being guided unto the path of least resistance. Okay. Choose ease and grace when dealing with yourselves here. All right, especially, you know, divine feminine trying to really ferret through that energy of unforgiveness, perhaps. All right, choose ease and grace when dealing with yourselves referable to that energy. And same deal, of course, for divine masculines, you know, regarding any kind of aspects of addiction, inclusive of that sex addiction or not, that may be on your side of the court here. Again, no pun intended, different strokes for different folks. And this is a whole grouping of individuals, all right, even though I'm saying it like it's just one guy and one girl, maybe two girls, maybe two guys, maybe two, however you self-identify, right? It's really not about the meat suit, you guys. It's not even about the romance, if you can really wrap your head around that. And I feel like divine feminines are maybe a little bit, I don't want to say bitter, but when you know your worth, and then when you realize what all you've gone through, and then when you realize, what all you have really, uprooted about yourself, and, all the work that you've done to get into this alignment, you're ready for the fruits of your labor. I get that. You're ready for the good stuff. I get that. And, it's still very much on the table, no pun intended, for you here. So please do not give up. This divine masculine's heart is just telling him over and over again just to do it, just go on ahead, just go in, right? And the fear here, okay, because they know they're not the same person that you remember, is that you two might not be the same person they remember, divine femmes. And so there's some hesitancy and some propensity to self-sabotage by neglecting the connection and allowing things to stay stalled, all right? And there's those nines again you could be seeing in synchronicity of this connection, this connectionship, this reading. All right. And this talks about mastery of self-love being obtained in preparation for union. This isn't even part and parcel of the decks that we use tonight. 1111 could be of some significance. Mystic Moon might be a reader that you normally frequent their channel. Doesn't have to be the case, right? But overarching energy here is spirit ultimately confirming that your journey is not over, right? However, there also might be some aspect of past life energy that needs taken a look at, okay, referable to previous aspects, or dare I say fractals of your connection as it stands in other dimensions, in other spaces and timelines, perhaps. All right. Yeah, see, divine masculine, it's so funny. It literally came out on top of the divine masculine overthinker card here from the romance angels, indicating flirt. It says extend your lighthearted energy to others. So the divine masculines, okay, are being guided to come in, not divine feminines chasing the masculines, talking about, are you in your masculine energy? How about now? How would they be, honey bun, if you're in the masculine energy to the point where you're chasing? How would they come in with masculine energy? And guess what? Hear me out. Even if they did, sounds like a fight, right? Masculines are territorial at best, right? So how would you come in with some territorial ass energy? And if you should, definitely expect that they should be in their masculine energy by the time you got done showing them yours. How would they? Or even if they did, it wouldn't be pretty, would it? Because you came in off the cuff with the energy you're expecting of them. That's not the way it works. That's why we know whether we are subscribed as a twin flame or not, or whether we consider ourselves to be a divine feminine or divine masculine. Okay, that we cannot expect and should not, gone are those days, expecting ourselves from someone, not on the menu, not even referable to the twin flame. Because again, the twin flame connection, I'd like to call it a connection ship, is designed to always and in always express outwardly to you things that you should actually focus on versus other things you shouldn't, strengthening maybe some of those weaknesses that you find, all right, and honoring who your true self is, or dare I say has become. Okay. Again, catching up with that conscious awareness. You were that the whole time, right? But maybe some of you might resonate with just realizing what you've quote unquote become in spite of being what you've quote unquote become the whole time. And that is nothing short of powerful AF energy. Okay, whether you are subscribing as divine feminine or masculine or not, and reconciliation is in the air for you, even according to romance angels. Someone from your past, dare I say past life, is returning. All right, so that's what I have regarding the twin flames. You guys get your questions in. The bell has rung if you are eligible to do so during this live stream. Please check the description box for the roles and or the community page so that you know exactly what's expected in order to receive your free reading. All right, so that I can clearly see what your question is and all of that jazz. Okay. Yeah, this person wants to come in and lay a literal foundation, something that really stands, okay? Not some fly-by-day or fly-by-night shit, like maybe in recent or not so recent past, okay? So let's get with the first, middle, or last name initials. You guys pop your questions in. I didn't forget, all right? I'm just rounding out the reading here really quick regarding our twin flame general collective. I promise I didn't forget about you. Thank you. Okay. Woo! All right, we've got Scorpio at the bottom of the deck, referable to either you and or your person, which is also you, twin flames. We've got Taurus, okay? Those were, oh, no, we've got Capricorn. I was going to say those were the only chart placements. Now for the initials, whether first, middle, or last, on the part of you and or your person, we've got A. We've got U. We've got F. And we've got P. And that's what I got for you, collective. Again, the bell has rung, and I'm going to get to your free messages. All right. Love and light. All right, Prayara. Let's see about you and Rish. Okay, reconciliation. Perhaps, right? I just talked about reconciliation. So if you subscribe to the Twin Flame Journey, perhaps, right? I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying, like, if you know you are, your energy could have already been connected to that reading. I love that. But either way, let's see here. Okay. Whew. Okay, so we have a yes. All right. You could definitely be getting a message. Here's the sitch though. Prayera. Don't be in this kind of energy. All right. It's not giving, right? So restrictive. It's not fun there, right? To be all up in your mental space about this person, this connection. When the whole time the divine knows you're going to get a text, a call regarding them wanting to come in, and not even for an overnight success story, right? But for the long haul. Maybe they see you as, you know how they say hubby, wifey material, right? I do see the energy of pregnancy. So if this is, you know, if you guys do the do, make sure you are protecting yourself too, okay? Especially if you don't want, you know, another mouth to feed, perhaps, right? But that's what I have for you, Priyara. Much love and light to you, Enrish. Okay, let's see here. Aisha regarding Chris. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we got a yes. I feel like you care so much because it's a high level hierarchy soulmate, that Chris, right? And this person maybe assists you with bringing balance, Aisha, on your path, on your environment, or in your mental space. I get that, but be mindful that you are capable on your own to do and be all that someone else could be for you, okay? This could be a fated connection, all right, that does assist you with healing some aspects of your current energies, right? And that ten of Wands is definitely given tonight, babe. That's what I got for you, okay? All right, love and light, Aisha. Okay, so I don't see anyone else that has followed along with the live stream rules in order to get their question answered, which does make me sad a little bit. Hopefully you know, people that are having an issue doing that don't have it on the next live stream. I'm going to freshen myself up a bit, give myself a bit of a break here, collective, and then I will be back for more fun, entertainment, tarot, and more. All right. I love you guys so much. I really mean that, whether you signed on today, last year, or 15 minutes from now. All right. And I very much look forward to the next live stream. And for those celebrating, happy Valentine's Day to you and yours. I really mean that. Much love and light.